Good morning, everyone. So I woke up to snow outside today, which is pretty unusual for where I live. I'm not sure how I feel about it, and I am so thankful that January is now over. We are coming into February here. It's January 31st as I film this right now. Today I'm going to be doing a different style of video with all of you. I wanted to sit down, review how much I made in January, where all my money went, build a February budget, and then also cash stuff my wallet and my sinking funds. I thought it would be fun to do this style of video just to be more transparent with you so you all get a clear understanding of how I'm budgeting and spending my money. And I hope that it will also hold me more accountable. So I started budgeting and cash stuffing last August, and I've been making great strides in paying off my debt. And yeah, I've seen a huge improvement, and I wish I had started this a long time ago. I totally ignored my budget and lived well beyond my means because I just didn't want to face reality. My ex husband left me with a lot of debt, and I just wanted to ignore it, and I continued to add to it because it just seemed easier. Anyways, in August, I decided to turn my mindset around, focus on getting my debt paid off, and it just feels so good to finally feel like I'm in control of my money. And yeah, I've been really enjoying the process. So, for those of you who are new here, my name is Sasha, and yeah, I hope you enjoy this video and subscribe to my channel. So, let's see here. So, for January, I do have multiple sources of income. So when I'm cash stuffing on my TikTok and in my shorts, I'm only cash stuffing my paycheck that I make from my full-time job. I am never cash stuffing the amounts that I make from my side businesses because right now that money is going towards debt payoff. I think there's been a few times where I've maybe given myself $100 or something from my side hustles to have fun with, but for the most part, it's been going towards debt. So for January, my income from my day job, now keep in mind, $500 of this was actually a bonus from my job. So the total that I brought in after taxes was $3,727.32. Then I have two side businesses, which I've mentioned. I sell all of my cash stuffing materials on my Etsy page. And then I also have a luxury bath product business. So I've kind of slowed things down a little bit on my bath and body business just because I've been so busy with my cash stuffing business, which has been awesome. So in January, the income I brought in from my bath and body business was just over $400. It was 402. And then my cash stuffing business, I brought in $1,845.12. Now, I should mention here that these amounts that I'm sharing with you from my side hustles, that is the income that I've made after I've set aside a portion of money to pay my taxes, which is taxes are really high here in Canada. So I've set aside a sizable amount into a bank account for that. And then I've also set aside money to obviously buy supplies. So this is the money, this is the revenue that I have made after all of that. And then I also, if you didn't already realize, I'm an Amazon associate. So when you do click on my Amazon link in bio, and thanks for doing so, guys, I do make a little bit of commission off of that. So in January, I was paid out. Amazon pays you out, I think it's like 2 months in arrears. So my January payout was actually from November, and November was a very slow month for me. I made $30.47. So if y'all think that us with links in our bio when we have a large amount of followers on TikTok and stuff amounts to much, unless you're actively promoting your Amazon products, it really doesn't bring much in, but I am ever so grateful for every little penny that I make. So I made $30.47. So thanks, guys. And then I also got at Christmas time, I received $100 from my grandma. She gave me a tip, which was so cute because I do her grocery shopping every other week. So I put that under my miscellaneous income here. And I also got a check from the government. I think it was like a GST rebate. I'm not really sure. And it was for $256.72. So that was all my sources of income for the month of January. So my grand total here was $6,361.71. So you're probably wondering, where did all that money go? And let's break it down. So for bills, my total, and I just gotta say, very fortunate right now for my circumstances. I rent from family. It includes all my utilities. I really don't have much in the way of bills. My car is supplied to me from my job, so I just put gas in it. So my bills are really low right now, which is amazing because it allows me to put more money towards my debt payoff. So my total amount for bills for the month of January was $869.18. Okay. And then let's go into my expenses. So this includes things like groceries, my dog Hank, gas, eating out, items from my house, and fun. And so for the month of January, I spent a grand total, and it's not much, of $403.23. So as you can see here, I am in a really good situation right now where my bills and expenses are incredibly low. I am single, so I'm really just having to provide for myself. But I have this unique situation right now. So my expenses were $403.23. And then let's move into savings. So, savings for me include all my sinking funds and my challenges and my emergency fund. So, I was able to put away because I mentioned previously my grandma gave me a $100 tip, which is super cute, and my job gave me $500. I had like $600 more than I would normally have to put aside to savings in January. I started a new savings fund, and that is to purchase a new mattress as well as furniture. I want new furniture for my bedroom. For my new mattress that I am saving for, with that extra 600 bucks I had, I was able to save $690 so far for a new mattress, as well as put $110 towards new furniture for my bedroom. So I'm most likely probably going to buy just like a bed frame and a mattress as soon as I possibly can once I have enough money saved up. If all of you have recommendations for mattresses, I would love to hear them. So please let me know. And then I will continue to save for bedroom furniture throughout the year, or however long it takes until I can buy all the items I need. But I really just want to start with a new bed, a new mattress, and then redo like my dresser. I don't have a closet in my current space. So I know IKEA has some really cute like um, cupboards with like closet features. So I thought I would get one of those and yeah, just completely redo it. So I was able to put that much aside to those items. I'm also doing a 52-week savings challenge. So in January, I was able to save $215 so far for that. At the end of the challenge, at the end of the year, I'll have $2,023 saved. Um, what else do we have here? Christmas, I put $60 to. Vacation, put 150 to. I did complete my 100 envelope challenge in January, at the very beginning of January. So with that $1,500, I divvied it up. So my emergency fund is now sitting at $1,000, which I know $1,000 isn't a whole lot, but as you can see, my bills and expenses are very low. I don't have to worry about replacing a tire on my car or my vehicle as that's supplied by work. Um, I can't really foresee too many emergencies that I could have in the foreseeable future that would be more than $1,000 as I don't own my home. So I'm comfortable with only having $1,000 right now in that fund. And as soon as my debt has been paid off, I will be beefing up that emergency fund. But right now, my priority is getting rid of debt. So I have $1,000 in there. And then with that $1,500 from the 100 envelope challenge, I put the other five towards my vacation fund. So my vacation fund currently is sitting at $950. And I'm super excited about that. I think I've just decided that next January, I'm going to go to Disneyland with my mom and whoever else in my family wants to come along. But it's something my mom and I have done quite a few times. We like to drive down the Washington, Oregon, California coast right to Disneyland. We've done it, oh gosh, I think her and I have done that a couple times now. So we thought that would be fun. We like to close our family store as of Christmas Day into January. So that is our time off every year. Yeah, I'm saving up for Disneyland now. Anyways, so the total amount that I was able to put towards savings from my income in January was $1,135.48. So feeling pretty good about that. Now, debt. Debt is where the majority of my money went. So let's break it down. I've got a few cards that I'm paying off. As I mentioned at the beginning of this, my ex-husband left me in a horrible situation financially. He was a special guy. Anyways, I also am going to take some of the blame here though, because I accrued more debt after I left the situation I was in. I think I was just not in a good place mentally. It was a very toxic and abusive relationship. He was a narcissist and bipolar, and I just, it just broke me down. So I left with a debt that he accumulated, and then I also added to it because I was depressed. I'm not clinically depressed, but I was just in a bad place. Um, so, anyways, okay. So for visa number one, I put $330.47 towards. For visa number two, I put $2,079.40 too. Like what? Over $2,000? Like oh wow. And then my third debt, I put $743.52. So grand total of debt payoff, I put $3,153.39. So I am feeling pretty good about that. Yeah. So the percentage of my income in January to debt, I put 56.7% of my income to debt in January. So yeah, I have a lot of you to thank for that. Like I mentioned before, when you guys support me in my small business, I set aside money for my taxes and to buy more materials, but then the remainder of the money is going towards my debt. So thank you everybody for supporting me. This is huge. And I am so excited because once my debt is paid off, I mean, look at the money I could be saving every month or perhaps treating myself a little bit. I'm living really frugally right now, and yeah, I mean, it's hard and I miss going out all the time. I definitely would eat out a lot more than I am right now. I think I was budgeting like 40 and $50 in my budget here for eating out, and that's for every other week. And that's not a lot of money. So, I mean, before I was probably spending a few $100s eating out every week. Like for me, it's the social aspect. I used to work in hospitality. I've managed a couple of restaurants as well as a hotel previously. So I enjoy the culture of eating out. And so it's been really, really hard scaling that back. But I know that short term, like it's not fun, but long term, it's going to be well worth it. So and if I haven't already mentioned in this video, for February, I am doing a no spend challenge. So I'm not going to be spending money eating out. I'm still budgeting money towards that. And then at the end of the month, the money that I've budgeted towards it and haven't spent will be going towards debt payoff. So I'm feeling really good about January. I'm really proud of this. And yeah, anyways, let's move on to February. I thought I would make my budget with all of you. So when I make my budget, I like to sit down and I like to make a monthly budget, and then I kind of plug in numbers each paycheck to make sure that it all balances and that I'm on track. So I have a spreadsheet that I'm using now, and I'm loving it. I'm still kind of fine tuning it. I have a spreadsheet available in my Etsy shop. It's just a basic monthly budget, and it allows you to log all of your expenses, and then it inputs it into the monthly budget so you can see your planned and then your actual. Um, but the one I'm working in has a lot of those features, but then it's got a few more. And once I have got it like fully tweaked and perfected, I will be releasing this budget that I use as well in my shop. So for February, I always like to like write out my planned budget, but I base it on my lowest amount that I feel I will be making on my paychecks. So, oh, and I should mention because I got paid on the 31st and I've allocated money for all of my like expenses and bills and everything. I have rolled over the money that didn't come out in January, so over to February. So my rollover amount is $800. And then I'm expecting two paychecks in the month of February. So I'm budgeting on the low end here, and I'm saying that each paycheck will be $1150. So I'm saying for the month of February that my total income will be $2,300 plus my rollover, which brings me to $3,100. You can see here that I'm not budgeting my side hustle income or my Amazon associate income, and that is because I prefer not to rely on that income, and it's like a bonus for me. So let's break it down. So for my bills, I have three categories in bills. Like I mentioned, very fortunate right now. My rent is $750 a month. My phone is around 95, like 95. So I'm just going to budget 99, just to give me a little bit of buffer. And then subscriptions are around $31. So my total bills are $880 for the month. That is my planned expense. And then we're moving on to expenses. So this is like my variable expenses. So groceries I'm planning will be about $250 for the month. My dog Hank will be $70. Gas will be $160. Eating out will be $80. Household, I'm saying $40. And then my fun envelope will be $30. Now, as I mentioned before, I am doing a no spend February. So you're probably wondering why I'm still allocating money to these. And that is because at the end of the month, if I didn't spend the money from those, I have that amount that will be going towards my credit card. So I've decided that the money from eating out, fun, um, which is like my entertainment, what else did I say here? Household, any money left over in those envelopes, I'm going to be putting towards debt. So my total for expenses, I'm planning to be about $630 for the month. Now, my savings are all my sinking funds and savings challenges. So, first up, I have Costco. I did just do a Costco haul in January. So, my envelope is sitting at, I think, like $5 right now. I'm not really sure. Oh, sorry. Is that $25? So, I'm going to be adding $50 to that. Um, Beauty, I'm not adding to because that's a category I'm not spending in January. And I think I have about $70 sitting there right now. So I'm not adding to that envelope. Medical, I am also probably not adding to this month. Medical for me is covering things like prescriptions, which I don't have, but maybe I might need to buy one. Tylenol, Band-Aids, just things that I need for the home, as majority of medical is covered by our healthcare here in Canada. And I'm not currently needing any physiotherapy or anything like that. If for some awful reason I all of a sudden required all these medical expenses, I mean, that's why I have an emergency fund set up. There's $1,000 there. Worst case scenario, that's where I'm pulling from. Clothing, I am adding $40 to. I'm not going to be spending from this category this month, but I am going to continue saving in this envelope. My brother and his fiance just got engaged and they are getting married in May. So I want to start saving up, adding to that so that I can buy a nice outfit to wear. Christmas, I will be adding $40 to. Vacation will be getting 25 this month. I'm not adding that much this month. My pay is a little bit lower than normal in, well, I'm I'm assuming my pay will be a little bit lower in February only because this is based on me working reduced hours. In January, we worked reduced hours in the store. And I don't think we're going to continue those reduced hours into February, but I'm just assuming we are. I'm not adding that much to my savings right now. So gifts are getting 30. Bedroom overhaul, I'm going to add 40, and that's to buy new furniture. My new mattress will just be getting 40 unless I make more money this month than what I've budgeted for, and then I'll beef that up a bit. My emergency fund, like I said, is fully funded for me right now at 1,000, so I'm not adding anything. And then my 52-week envelopes, I pull an envelope a week. I've just budgeted 50 for now, so we'll see. I will beef that up if I can. So for debt, I don't know why I didn't do this a long time ago, but I've actually in August set it up so that my I had auto pay towards my credit cards. So the second I get paid, I think it's like either at midnight or the next day, the money comes out from my checking account and goes directly towards my credit cards. So I've set it up so I know that the, at least like the minimum and plus sum is being paid bi-weekly. So every other week I have $150 withdrawn from my account to go towards two of my debts, and then the third debt I have 125 being withdrawn. So it works out this month that there's 3 payments being taken out of my account. So I'm planning on 450 being taken out for two of my debts, and then my third debt will be getting 375. So I'm going to be paying for sure $1,275 of debt. So I hope that this number will be higher, and it will be if I have revenue coming in on my side hustles. That is my budget for February, where things are sitting. Yeah, I think it looks okay. I thought I would cash stuff my envelopes with you here. We have 1, 20, 40, 60, 80, 2, 20, 40, 60, 80, 3, 20, 30, 40, 50, 65, 75, 85. So 385 that I'm cash stuffing. This cash here is only covering some of my sinking funds and my cash wallet for my daily expenses. I already cash stuffed some of my savings challenges. So I think I did like my Christmas one, and I did my 52 week already. So this is going into the other envelopes. This here's my wallet. I'm absolutely obsessed with it. I was previously using this size for my wallet, which is great. But I love the size of this one. It allows me to just kind of throw it in my bag. Before I was like just taking the envelopes I needed from my binders, so this has been working well. So my first one here that we're cash stuffing is groceries, which gets 125. Now the thing with this wallet is you do have to kind of like fold the bills, but I don't mind. Okay, and then my dog Hank, he's getting 25. Now his envelope already has 65. So that brings him up to 90. So I like to treat Hank's envelope, and if you're wondering, Hank is my dog, like a sinking fund. So if we don't spend money from it, I just carry it forward because it needs to cover his dog grooming and his dog food eventually. Instead of me just like cash stuffing $100 every paycheck, and then anyways, that's what works for me. So next up we have gas. Gas will be getting its usual 80. And sometimes I do pay for my gas with my credit card because it's just convenient instead of quickly running inside. So when I do that, I just immediately take out the cash from my envelope and I put it in this back pocket here so that I know come payday to take that money out, and I work that out of the difference that I withdraw from my bank account, and then I immediately log into my online banking and I just transfer it to my Visa. Okay, so eating out, as I mentioned, I am not going to be spending from this envelope, or I'm going to try my best not to because it's no spend February. So the money left over in here will be going towards debt. So 40. Household here will be getting 20. And then my fun envelope will be getting 15. So I'm going to try my best not to spend from my household, my fun, or my eating out envelopes. And if I don't, I'll have $75 here that'll be going towards my debt, which is super exciting. If you are joining me in the No Spend Challenge, I would love to hear it in the comments below. And if you've tried the No Spend Monthly Challenge before, let me know how it went. If you have any tips, I would love to hear it. Okay, and then I'm going to be cash stuffing my sinking funds. So mattress is the first one here. This time around, I just see here I wrote it down. Mattress will be getting $20. Now you're probably wondering, like, why am I cash stuffing these things when I have a spreadsheet with all the numbers? For me right now, it's just like building these habits. It's like seeing the money too is just like, I don't know, it really helps like affirm that it's there, and I don't want to like I find it so easy just to spend the money that's in a bank account. So I'm trying to build new habits right now. This is what works for me. If it doesn't work for you, that's cool. Like, I'm not telling anybody they have to do this. This works really well for me. So, and you can probably see, I don't know if you can see here. I'm starting to like not keep large amounts in these envelopes. So when I hit 500, I put $500 in the bank, and now I use a placeholder in here. So I've got 690 in this envelope for a new mattress. Okay, and the bedroom overhauls getting 10. Clothes are getting 10. Costco's getting 20. My emergency fund is fully funded and it has a $1,000 slip in here. That just represents it's in the bank. It's safe, not touching it. It's an account that I just really don't access, but I can access it quickly if I need to in the event of an emergency. Okay, my gifts will be getting 10. It's a little weird cash stuffing from my couch, but it's early morning where I am and I want to be comfortable. Medical is getting nothing and beauty is getting nothing. All right. So I think that completes today's video. If you found this informative and helpful, I would love to hear from you. Please hit that subscribe button. It means so much to me that you're joining along in my journey here as I work towards paying off my debt. And you know what? Maybe one day soon I will share how much debt I am in, but for now I'm a little too nervous to share. So anyways, thanks so much, guys. Have a great day. Bye.